Today we got a new plugin by Black Salt Audio, so if you want to know what it is and what it does, stick around after this introduction. Welcome everybody, I'm Dan Spencer, and I am the Audio Sorcerer. So this is the channel where I teach you how to perfect your audio recording, mixing, and mastering skills. So if you are looking to improve upon any of those skills, get the latest product reviews, and even learn about music business, then make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to know when I have new videos coming out. So without further ado, today we got a new plugin by Black Salt Audio. And as you guys know, we love Black Salt Audio on this channel. They were nice enough to send me this plugin, which is called the Reviver. And what it is meant for is strictly bus processing. So you could put it on instrument buses or your master bus. So it kind of simplifies the EQing process and also like saturation process and mastering for just 3 specific bands. Okay, so you got low, mid, and high. And each one of these bands, they have an algorithm running behind them that is very specific to those frequencies, okay? So I don't really know what the algorithm does, but it's just something behind the scenes that they fine tune for those frequency bands, okay? So in this video, I will show you how the user interface works, and then I will also let you hear this on a drum bus, and then also let you hear it on an overall master bus of an instrumental mix. And if you guys end up liking this video, I do have a link in the description below where you can go purchase it. And make sure that you check out my playlist for Black Salt Audio up here to check out all their other plugins. So with all that out of the way, let's get further into today's topic and let's look at the user interface of the Black Salt Audio Reviver. All right, so here we are in Pro Tools and I have the Black Salt Audio Reviver plugin open. So as you can see, it's a pretty simplistic plugin. There's not very many knobs, there's not very many controls in it, but let me at least explain to you on what these controls do so you will know how to use the plugin properly. So starting in the middle section here, we have our 3 bands. On the left, we have our lows. In the middle, of course, we have our mids. And on the right, we have our highs. So these giant knobs for each band will allow you to adjust the level of those frequencies. And then beneath that, we have our harmonics here. So by pressing any of these buttons, it will allow you to engage the harmonics for that specific band. And it will light up in an orange fire. I like that. Now, if we want to link all of our bands here, we can simply hit the link button here. So as we move, you'll see these all move together. All right. So across the bottom, this is our input gain knob, and this is our input meter. And then in the middle here, this is our oversampling option. So you can simply click this on to engage oversampling. To the right, this is our output meter and then our output gain knob. Above that, this is our power button for the plugin. So you can simply turn this on and off to engage or disengage the plugin. And then at the very top here, this is our preset section. So I'm working with a pre-release here, so there's no presets in it, but I imagine when you guys receive this, there will be. And of course, you can make your own presets. Now, the last thing I want to show you is this little light and dark button here. This allows you to put the plugin in light mode or dark mode. So currently I have it in dark mode. This is what light mode looks like. I don't necessarily love it, so we're going to leave it in dark mode. So now that you know what these parameters are within the plugin, let's actually hear this on a drum bus first. I'm going to let you hear it how I already have it set up. And then we're going to dial this in on the overall master bus of this mix. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so this is the settings that I settled on for my drum bus here. So I felt like the drums needed a little bit more low end. And then I also felt like they just needed some more of that high-end shimmer in there from the cymbals and also that top end of the snare drum. And I also engaged the harmonics for both of these bands. I didn't touch the mid band because I didn't feel like it really did anything positive for it, so I just kind of let it be. So let's actually give a listen to the drum bus here bypassed, and then we'll bring this plugin in. All right, so pretty subtle, but as you can hear, we have a little bit more of that low end and we have a little bit more shimmer in the snap of that snare drum. It's exactly what this drum mix needed. So now let's actually dial this in from scratch on the overall mix here, and you'll be able to hear what each of these bands does. So let's get to it. All right, so those are the settings that I settled upon. So I added a little bit more low end to the overall mix. And one thing that I thought was kind of cool was when I engaged the harmonics for the mids, I heard a difference right away without even adjusting any level. And you could hear it in the plucking synth bass. And I added just a little bit more level because I wanted that bass to cut through the mix just a little bit more. And then lastly, I added a little bit of highs to get even just a little bit more shimmer, and I even wanted just a little bit more of that snap out of the snare. Okay, so I think this sounds pretty good. Of course, if I had more time, I would dial it in even further. But let's actually hear one last before and after of the overall mix. All right, so that was my review slash tutorial on the Black Salt Audio Reviver. And as you saw, I didn't have to make any major adjustments. And of course, we don't want to make major adjustments in mastering because a little bit goes a long way, and especially with this plugin. So this plugin is not groundbreaking by any means, but it does make the mastering process much easier. And I believe that's what Black Salt Audio was going for. Now, we almost always use some sort of low shelf and also high shelf in mastering. For example, the SSL Fusion Violet EQ that's built into the Fusion chain. That is exactly that. Now, this one gives you that mid band, which is great because we have some extra controls with it. All right, so overall, really like this plugin. I think it makes the mastering process a little bit easier. So let me know what you guys think and leave a comment in the description below. And if you ended up liking this video and got something out of it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe because I'm making this content for you, and hit that notification bell to know when I have new videos coming out. And if you enjoyed this content, check out my review on my favorite mastering clipper, the Black Salt Audio Clipper. With that being said, until the next video, I will see you guys later, and peace out.